G'day and welcome back at our Father and Son Travels. In this episode we go from gloomy Sydney on an 11-hour train journey to sunny Melbourne. Good morning from wet Furl, or whatever it's called. And today we're leaving in this droopy weather. We got our luggages over here. Tonight we're catching the train to Melbourne. But first we're going to go to Central Station, drop off the luggages and then have a look at some museums because, well, the weather and other things until we have to catch a train at 8 o'clock roughly. And hopefully this one doesn't get cancelled last minute because then we have a little bit of a problem. But okay. So yeah, it's definitely a day to leave Sydney. You excited to go to Melbourne?
Yeah, right. We're 10 hours, right?
Yeah, it's going to be 11 hours by train at night.
Train, yeah.
So hopefully we can sleep. And tomorrow we take the car and we start driving north if everything is going to be going as planned. So yeah, we will check it later if it's possible still. Anyway, waiting for the train now. So we arrived at Central Station again. The plan is to drop off the luggages for the day, then go into the city, walk around, see things, go to museums, and at night, tonight at 8 or something, we have to take the train to Melbourne. And then hopefully we'll be tired enough to be able to sleep in the train. So let's see if it works. And here we have seaweed. Yeah, they're warm. Finger, blueberry, almonds, custard, jam, curry, pork floss. I don't know. This is, oh yeah, banana pajamas. I have a red bun filling, and that has a ham and cheese thing.
Yeah, ham and cheese bun.
And we have sesame balls and this one. This is sort of like a mochi. So, well, let's try this one. These are real beans inside. Definitely real beans. Well, we entered the National Museum. It's a free entry. And we start in the First Nations Hall. And here we have that, yeah. Beanura, Yaring country. So this used to be all the sort of clans and languages and everything in pre-colonial times. A lot of peoples, different kind of cultures, languages, tribes. Look at this, how concentrated this is. So many in Northern Territory. And of course this is wider area, because that's the hardest part to live in. And then here, Sydney areas and the entire coast. Also this green area.
Where does Yatayindi come from?
So,
Where's Yatayindi?
well, that's just a band name, is that not a clan name?
It's also a tribe.
Here also very concentrated.
I think it came
Torres Strait Islanders.
Came from Ireland, so
Could be. Yeah, most of those people, languages are unfortunately gone, lost to time. So here we have the story in short of the Aboriginal people, and one of the key moments was the apology in 2008. Of course there's still a long road ahead, but it starts with an apology. And Aboriginal people have gone through a lot of things. Normally you only hear about Native Americans, but the Australian Native people also have been through a lot of things. Among those things is the stolen generation, where kids were stolen from their parents, for example, and among a lot of other things. But this is the key moment in the reconciliation. Made from possum skins. That's interesting. Never seen it before. Didgeridoos and yidaki. Yeah. That's original, the didgeridoos.
This was with bamboo, was it?
Yeah, some of them are with bamboo. Yeah, bark canoe. That's just from an entire tree bark. That's ingenious because, you know, other people, they would actually use the tree, but they use the bark, which is of course lighter, floats easier, and it's also, yeah, it saves the tree, and it's even easier to harvest because they cut off a piece of the bark and that's it.
Curling back.
Yeah.
Curling back up.
To not make it dry and curl to each other. They that's how it is in the end of it. Yeah, very smart. Oh, here we have all the shields. All different kinds of shields. So they're from the Darling River, Murray River, Gippsland. So they're all different tribes and clans, and the patterns. And these are also shields. Again, different areas of Australia. So every pattern has its own distinction and comes from a different clan and different area. It's very interesting. And in the end, it doesn't have to be big, as long as you can, you know, keep a blow away, or if you can just block a blow. I guess this is enough. So the Aborigines are always painted as these sort of barbaric people, as Neanderthal people almost, that didn't have any culture or anything going on, basically just living in caves or something. But you can see everywhere they had culture. You know, they were developed. They had their own rules and society and communications and stuff like that. They were not only hunter-gatherers. They were also already in the cultivation period, the farming period, and again, grouping them together is like grouping the entirety of Europe together. It's not the same thing, and it's slowly catching on, but there's a lot of work to do, a lot of work.
Cook.
James Cook. Speaking of attackers and death of James Cook. First voyage, second voyage, first voyage. After Cook's death.
Oh,
The second one was underneath in New Zealand, and the first voyage was like that, like this.
no, gone the other way. This way
Wait.
from the arrow. From the arrow.
Oh yeah, he went from that way, yeah, from under the the land of fire, and then okay.
That's where he worked. That's where he got killed.
He was whacked here. Yeah.
Didn't know what? Was that Hawaii?
Hawaii, yeah, he was killed in Hawaii.
So they went up there. They came back down again.
His sailors,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very few people around.
And none. Yeah. Well, we were kicked out of the museum because they closed at 5, of course. A little bit ridiculous in Australia all those times, but okay. It was it was an interesting. It is free, which is what they also do in London and in UK, I think, free museums. So that's a good thing. And the quality was very good, very high quality. It's the oldest museum of Australia, apparently.
First one.
Yeah, the first one. And the good thing I think is that they immediately put up front the Aboriginal history, so people immediately.
The Aboriginal had a museum themselves.
Yeah.
But they never had a building around it.
Yeah, they're just a living museum themselves. So yeah, we learn a lot from that. And now we are at the cathedral. Apparently this cathedral is from the early 1900s, I think 1928 or something, so the early 20th century. Yeah, still the stained glass is very beautiful, but the artistic part of those things is of course very impressive. Those windows and stuff like that. And the construction of the buildings and things like this, that's the impressive part for me. Well, we're going into the tower, observation deck tower. Even though the weather is not great, it's better than not doing anything, because everything's closed. So, Sydney Tower observation deck. Sydney Tower compared to other towers. Not the tallest tower, but it's okay. Fair enough. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well.
This is where how far we are.
This is Sydney Harbour Bridge. And this ugly building over here. That's the Maritime Museum over there. Yeah.
Over there, sailboat in the ocean.
Yeah.
The neighbour ship.
Yeah. So I bought a card because this is the highest letterbox for the southern hemisphere. So obviously you have to use that. Just visit. Right out. Well, 2 seconds later and it's completely foggy outside. Can't see a bloody thing. Well, 2 seconds later and it's foggy. Can't see a bloody thing. No? Oh.
Who's it?
Rain clouds have come over. Well, now we're back in the station again. We're gonna get our bags from the baggage storage. That tower was, I mean, it was nice to see the city and then it became foggy. But because of the wind, it was actually moving a lot. So I felt very dizzy at a certain point. And, you know, like car sick or a sort of feeling. Like, I always have those stupid problems. Bloody annoying. My god, can never have a normal day. So yeah, I had to, how do you say that? I had to sort of recover from that a little bit. Because you don't really feel it, but it's very subtle and you're like, something is off. And then the tower was just moving and you know, like you're on a boat or something. Well, my dad ate something and now we're getting the bags and we have to go to the station up there. And we'll leave in 30 minutes. Well, we just left and this train actually leaves. So we will finally have a train journey in Australia to Melbourne. Okay. It's not as modern kind of train as the one that went to Townsville. We don't have a TV version. Just a regular train, but then for 11 hours. So let's see if we can have some Z's. But yeah, at least it departs. That's already a big thing. It's a big plus.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. If you join this overnight activity service from Sydney Central through to Melbourne Southern Crossing Station during the night, you are welcome.
Well, there we are. Melbourne it is. Almost 11 hours later, and I have seen more kangaroos or wallabies or both than we have seen in all those 7,000 kilometers that we have driven this entire journey. I think they were all living here. Every kangaroo and every wallaby lives here in Victoria State probably. So we have seen roughly, I don't know, 100 maybe by now. So, well, let's head into the station. It's pretty big. a bit like Hamburg. Yeah. Very German. This could be Berlin, basically. This. Very big one up there. Aboriginal child. Well, you can say what you want about that, but it's interesting at least to say. Maybe not always very nice, but definitely something different from what you see. It looks a little bit, yeah, like Hamburg, like the what's it called again? Well, near the docks, you have also this area of Hamburg which is just full of graffiti and this graffiti art neighborhood. Well, our plans changed a little bit because our original plan was to go and get a car immediately and drive towards Ivanhoe. But as of yesterday, there were new floodings again, and the proposed route is now flooded. So made a couple of calls around the village that is connected with Ivanhoe in through that road, so that they know, of course, the best situation. And they say that it is not possible to go there unless you have a 4x4. So yeah, we cancelled the car, and yeah, it's not meant to be this time. It's just better not to try it out, because maybe if we get through, then maybe we get stuck, because then after we get there maybe it floods again, so you know. So we are staying here in Melbourne, and we're gonna take a car later on and go to Bonegilla at least, so at least we do something. But yeah, sometimes the plans change. Well, good morning from Melbourne. We had a very good night's sleep, right?
Well, that's for sure. It was a fantastic bed.
Yeah, we were in deep need of a good sleep after the train trip, where we didn't sleep.
Yeah.
And we're now having, well, a brunch at this moment, because it's 11 o'clock at the moment. And yesterday evening I went to this street down here just for some groceries, and then I stumbled across this pizza place, which happens to be a very big place with coffee and sweets and all kinds of things. So we're gonna have our brunch there. So yeah, you will see later what it looks like.
There's enough cakes to go around here. Lots of cakes.
I mean, look at that. The choices are just immense. Wow. Oh, this is the cannolis and the sfogliato. Oh, why not? Everybody there, right? Merengues. Wow. Amazing. And here we have the croissant and things like that. And the coffee corner. You have a lemon meringue?
A lemon meringue and espresso macchiato.
No, a normal long black.
Oh, long black with apple.
Yeah.
Oh, with milk.
And I have a macchiato and pistachio sfogliato. It's, they call it a lobster tail for, well, it looks like a lobster tail. So we're gonna enjoy this. And it's a very hustling, bustling place. So they're quite fast for the fact that they're busy. Other places that we have been to, they are slow even though there's nobody. Oh, after a delicious brekkie, we arrived at Victoria Market, which is a very big market here. Queen Victoria Market. And we're gonna have a look around, but first we found Dutch pancakes.
Yeah, we haven't had one for a while.
Let's see if we can order in Dutch. So they call the pancakes, actually they're very small, they're like this. We call them poffertjes. They're not pancakes here for us, but they call them like that here.
Yeah, mini pancakes.
funny. Well, let's have a look at this very big market. Yeah. Yeah, pet tags for Joey. So we found a souvenir for Joey, our dog. We're gonna do a pet tag of Australia, of course. Just $15. So we can bring him something back, so he's not gonna be angry at us.
Yeah.
Oh,
When you pick it up, I think.
So you have all kinds of number plates around here. Look at that. And you can customize them here. So we're doing it again for Joey, so we can put that on at the door front. So everybody knows that Joey is home. he's making it now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, nice. Well, as you can see, it's very, very big, and you can get everything you want. Every kind of knockoff that you want, and every kind of Aboriginal thing. But obviously it's a bit fake, all the Aboriginal things. You can better get them at some kind of art gallery or original Aboriginal location, and not in those locations. But yeah, even though it says so. Well, we are at the fried ice cream place. Never heard of that before. Well, I think I saw it once online, but I wonder how they do that. Okay, well that's the epiphany of Americanized.
Yeah.
They can fry everything nowadays.
Yeah. Or even the Scottish are frying Mars bars.
Yeah, or you can fry also water. There's this one bloke that actually fried water. Okay, wow.
What these?
It's gonna give you a cardiac arrest probably.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's very hot.
It's an ice cream, fried ice cream.
They're going to be fried.
But they just did that in front of you.
Yeah, but there's not ice cream. You can't fry that.
Yeah, well that's what they did. They fried a piece of ice cream.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Strange.
So it's like having a croquette or something, but then with ice cream in it.
Yeah.
Well, what's your verdict?
Yeah, it's nice and sweet. Yeah.
It's very sweet.
Yeah, strawberry.
Oh, okay. What flavor is inside?
Vanilla.
Oh, okay. Oh, Tolstoy. Tolstoy. Yeah, one of the biggest Russian writers. Kumato. What the hell's a Kumato? Pickled Kumato. Apparently, just never heard of tomato. Typical market, accompanied by a typical man that yells and nobody understands. Oh yeah, there's the loofahs and melon, bitter melon, okra, the things that you barely see back home. That's the loofah, that's the thing that they use to as an actual to wash yourself in a shower with. So they cut it open.
Oh right.
And it is like the one that we have, but you know, plant from the plant.
Oh right, well, this side. Oh right.
Yeah. Books for cooks. Parlor. Wendy Foon Knits. Collective Closets. The Hat Project. QVM Vitamins. Third Market Communications. Chinese medicine. It's only meat and fish. Yeah. Only meat. Yeah. Huh. Oh yeah, so they hang the meat up here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's still used like that, but they used to drag things over here. Yeah. Definitely more hygienic than the ones that we saw in Kurdistan. So here we are, the dairy area with the cheeses and everything, and the antipasti that they used to mostly have over here, for example. Yeah, chorizos, everything. And there they have the cheeses. Yeah, all the kind of antipasti. Wow. Dolmadas. Oh, that's a Turkish. Parmesan. Hey, Australian parmesan. That's also Australian parmesan.
Oh right. Yeah.
So it's probably made in the same way then. But of course. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Salted fish. Now here we have the coffee. So that's another way. That's the drip coffee method that they do.
That's our old method, yeah.
So they pour it very gently or something over it, and it's stronger, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we have family baking house, bakery. With some pies and pasties. Oh, fresh bread, wood frog, yeah. Hard baked bread, alright. Droeworst, boerenworst. That's funny.
Hi. Yes, please.
Yeah, Turkish delight.
2660?
Bush herbs, alright. Yeah, let's go with. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, some native herbs that we can never find in the Netherlands. So we have something interesting to cook with.
Yeah, sort of chilled bowls.
Yeah, right. Well, we finished walking around the market, which is very big and very interesting, and Dad got some new trousers. Some new
summer trousers.
Well, summer or just everyday kind of trousers. So he seems satisfied, and the price was fine. Was a good price for real cotton. So yeah, now we're just heading back because the sun is pretty hot at the moment. So having a lunch, and then maybe tonight we'll just have an evening walk or something again. But yeah, the market. So here we are in Chinatown looking for some food, because even if it's a big city, one of the 4 or 5 biggest cities in Australia, it's still closed at 9 o'clock. So find something to eat somewhere. In an otherwise very empty center, we have a pianist that fills the sky with a little bit of joy. But you wouldn't say that it's a million city, that it's a big city in Australia, because look at it. It's past 10, no, it's 11, right? 11 p.m. at night in probably the second biggest city of Australia. Don't know exactly. Whereas in Europe, in Amsterdam, would be busy still, hustly bustly.
Yeah.
And here it's just dead as, except for the pianist. But yeah, it's still very strange for us, the closing times around here. It just doesn't make any sense to us.
Especially in a big city.
Yeah, I mean, you would imagine the big city just almost never closes, but apart from a few Chinese people that are very smart, and they capitalize on this literally.
Well, they have to have the laws to allow them to stay open.
Yeah, but I mean, apparently some of them they can stay open, so I guess some of them also they choose to close early or something. Yeah, very strange mentality here. Very strange. And with that, we finish the episode. Next episode is going to be a heritage episode again, because we're going to visit one of the immigration camps my family spent a couple of months. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.